Morning everyone. Today I want to talk about renovations during the 7th month. And a lot of practitioners will tell you that the 7th month is not a good time to move house or to do renovation and stuff like that. But the reality is that that is a lot of, shall we say, untruth. Because when Stan was around, Stan being my late husband, for those of you who don't know, we were a husband and wife team. So what happened was that he, being the Chinese speaking one, he would read the classics and he would explain it to me. So what he read was that the 7th month itself was actually full of auspicious dates. We can do a lot of house moving, we can do renovation, it's perfectly fine. That a lot of people don't practice this is because the old folks didn't like the idea of moving into a new home in the 7th month, because they believed that you bring in ghosts as well. They didn't like doing renovations during the 7th month because it implied that you bring a lot of bad luck, because they associate the 7th month with a high level of yin qi in the environment, and therefore they felt that it wasn't very good luck, or not very auspicious. But the reality is that you can still do renovation in the 7th month. You can still move into a house. You can proceed as per normal. It's not an issue. You can even get married in the 7th month. And for those of you who don't know, we really practice what we preach. So what we did when we got our new home here in Bongo some 7-8 years ago, we moved in during a 7th month. It's perfectly fine. I don't have any ghosts in my house. I don't have any issues. So yeah, alright, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't do superstition. In Chinese we have a saying, Feng Shui 可以相信，不可以迷信. So the thing with life is that you want to move forward in life with a very practical or grounded point of view. You don't want to subscribe to superstitions, which most of them are unfounded. The traditional practices were born, or they came about because of our forefathers. You know, they were not educated. Their life was all about farming, and so when an event happens and they cannot explain it scientifically, they will tell you, oh, it's because you did this and this and this. For example, I remember as a child, when I did house chores, I would always put the broom back in the location with the broom part on the floor and the stick on the top. And sometimes I would put it into a corner where there were other brooms as well, you know, the wet brooms for washing the floor and stuff like that. And my grand aunt would go ballistic. She would say, you never put two brooms together because the heads of the house will quarrel. And I'm wondering, where did that come from? I mean, just because I put two sticks together, the whole household is going to fall apart? Cannot be, right? So yeah, it's not about defying convention or defying tradition. It's just common sense. Putting two brooms together is not an issue. It is an issue only if one is used to sweep the outside, which is more dirty, versus putting it together with a broom that is used to sweep your bedroom. Bedroom is usually cleaner one, right? So some people don't like the idea of mixing two brooms together, because one stacked on top of the other. They are afraid that the dirt, the dust, the whatever will spread to the other broom and then make it not very user friendly. So don't indulge in superstition. Don't do flaky la stuff. Just be more grounded in your thinking, more practical. There must be a reason for every for every rule that we live by in Chinese tradition. Most of it is just fancy thinking. Okay, so don't indulge in all that. If you do, you find that you cannot do a lot of things, and then life is very hard to make progress lah. Alright, so have a good day. Share this post if you found it interesting, and keep your questions coming. You can either WhatsApp them to me if you have my number, or you can post your questions here and I'll answer them as we go along. Have a good day everyone. Bye.